Hi, it's Larry King. You know what? You're watching Dispatches from Quarantine. Isn't it heaven?
Miami Beach's Midnight Flyer program, we're underway.
I wanted to be a broadcaster since I could remember. When I was 5 years old, I wanted to be on the radio. And I didn't go to college, and I worked at a bunch of odd jobs, went down to Miami, knocked on doors, a small station hired me. My name was Larry Zeiger, and I'm about to go on the air my first day. I'm scared to death. And the general manager of the station said, "What name are you going to use?" And I hadn't thought of it. And he said, "You can't use Zeiger." And I said, "Why not? They wouldn't now." But then you had to have a name that just ring bells. And he had the Miami Herald open. There was an ad for King's Wholesale Liquors. And he said, "How about Larry King?" I legally changed it a year later. And the first day I went on the air, I was nervous as hell. And I told the audience that my name is Larry King, and that's the first time I've said that. And I never was nervous again. I learned from that first day, which, by the way, was May 1st, 1957. I learned that day, if you're honest with the audience, you can't go wrong. Because I told them it was my first day on the air. I told them I'd just been given my new name. And I relaxed. And when you can do that, you can't goof. Same with television. Never had television, never affected me. I looked at television as radio with pictures. And so I've had an incredibly fortunate professional life that started all those years ago.
From the nation's capital, Mutual Radio presents The Larry King Show. Welcome to Larry King Live. Tonight,
Donald Trump, the multi-millionaire real estate developer, is sounding more like a politician these days than America's most grandiose and controversial builder.
It's so much easier now. Television, everybody's got access to this, to emails, so it's such a conglomerated world. Conglomerated, I just made up a word. So we're in touch with our politicians more. You can't stay above the fray anymore. You have to be in the hunt. And so if you're going into politics today, you can't be removed from the public scene, because the public's going to find out all about you. It's still a daily world. I have respect for politicians because they face something we don't face. They face a first Tuesday in November, an election. We don't have an election, so nobody's voting for me or against me, but they face that. So I give them credit for that. I'm very opinionated, but I've always had respect for those who are willing to put themselves before the public eye. I'm doing my show Monday and Wednesday on Aura. I just taped today. I talk into a computer and the guest hears me, and I get to ask questions. I work every Monday and Wednesday. So that's one. I know most people my age, 86, are not working. So I count that as a blessing and keeping me involved in the outer world. And all the people I talk to, they're also quarantined. So everyone I talk to is in the same boat. But at least I get a chance to talk to people through interviews. So in that respect, every Monday and Wednesday, I'm busy. It's nice to be busy. So I've been trapped here, living with my son Chance. It's a beautiful apartment, although you know, we all miss things, and I miss getting around. I really miss not being out there. It's very hard for me. I have been at the head table of life. I've seen evil and good. I've seen bad things and nice things. I get a chance to interview so many people, world leaders. Hey, I've been doing it 63 years. I've interviewed physicists and Nobel Prize winners and heads of state. I'm still just as curious as always. That's the one thing that kept me going, is curiosity. My endless search to learn more never left me. And that has kept me going. And that might be one of the reasons I've gone this far in life, is that I'm insatiably curious. Boy, I never thought I'd live this long. As Mickey Mantle once said, if I thought I'd live this long, I would have taken better care of myself. Being, as you described, sitting at the table of history, I feel, again, very lucky. All this is, I feel like it's come upon me. Sometimes I'll tell you the truth, I feel like I'm looking at myself. You know, did that happen to him? Did he? My father, if he would, God bless him, wouldn't believe this. Wouldn't believe it. Wait a minute, that's my little son, Labeler? That's him? He's a world figure? Oh my God. Who knew? Who knew? I feel like a rabbi.
Tonight, the late night wars are heating up once again with new rumors flying every day. Conan is out, Jay is in, and no one is talking about the greatest talk show of all time, Mr. Joey Bishop.
I always loved that. It was very funny, and they did a good job of hitting at me. They caught me, and they exaggerated, which of course is the advantage of satire. But I miss that. Those were fun days, boy. Saturday Night Live had a great deal of fun with me. And I wish I could get it back. But who knows, maybe they will this Saturday.